There's a thin line between people-pleasing and going out of your way for someone you love. It's easy to get them mixed up if you're not looking beyond the surface. So, are you a people pleaser? I was on a call with my sister the other day, and she said something that resonated with me so much. She said, and I'm paraphrasing, "I'm not a people pleaser, but I also don't want them to feel like I don't care." There's that thin line I mentioned. People pleasing is trying to meet everyone's needs. I think it's doing things without stopping to consider if it's something that's considered right or something that you actually want to do. And the other one, which feels like people pleasing, is considering your options and still choosing to go out of your way for someone. It's completely different, but can often feel similar to people pleasing. I know for a fact that I'm not a people pleaser. I honestly find it very easy to say no. So much so that my friends and family already know that if it's out of my comfort zone, it's a no. But lately, I've had to pause and ponder my answer. And when I do say yes, it's not that I'm trying to please anyone. It's me choosing to go out of my way to partake in something that means something to the other person. I call that sacrifice. I'm not doing it because I want to. I'm doing it because you want to. And above all, I'm doing it because I deeply care for you and want to show how much you matter to me. Again, it's easy to get the two of them mixed up, but I'm sure this will help. Jesus and John the Baptist's deaths happened because of people pleasing. Yes, I know that ultimately it all happened the way it was meant to happen. But it all came to be through people pleasing. In Matthew chapter 14 verse 9, we can see that Herod wasn't happy that he had to kill John. But because he didn't want to go back on his word, he ended up going the route of people pleasing. It didn't stop to think that he was king and he could do anything he wanted to do. He simply went down that path because it was what everyone else wanted. Similarly, in Luke chapter 23 verse 20, we can see that Pilate wanted to set Jesus free. But verse 24 says, Pilate passed the sentence on Jesus that they were asking for. He didn't do it because he wanted to. He did it because it was what everyone else wanted. What they expected, what they demanded of him. Now let's take a look at Jesus. In Mark chapter 14 verse 36, Jesus prayed, "Father, take this cup of suffering away from me, yet not what I want, but what you want." Jesus clearly wanted to be free from having to walk the painful path that would lead to his death. But his love for his Father and for us allowed him to sacrifice what he wanted for what God wanted and what was best for us. People pleasing often ends with you gaining favor with people because of their satisfaction in what you've done. Because there's a chance if Herod or Pilate hadn't gone through with what the people wanted, they would have been hated or possibly even downvoted from their position. Although I'm not sure if that's something that was possible back then. On the other hand, Jesus didn't have anything to gain from pleasing his Father and for his sacrifice. Yes, ultimately, it all worked out perfectly, like God's plans always do. But in that moment, Jesus had to suffer. There was nothing in it for him other than complete surrender. So let me ask you again. Are you a people pleaser?